on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Smith. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. Geno now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ballgame, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in cover.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Throwing now is Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's
it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. A shotgun snap for Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Returning right back to Lockett.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. This is caught. Touchdown!
Pharaoh Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw.
A complete once again to Watson.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On play action, it's Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the gun, here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Geno. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 20. Geno now to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Smith. Now he's flushed out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Browns get it. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs have retaken the lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 17-14. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Smith on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the air again, Smith. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. This 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. I got my car. Let's go. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Come on, let's go.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before break. Smith. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. It's complete to Lockett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 4. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They run again with Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Geno now to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
Complete once again to Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Pacheco diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Geno on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
But it's going to be second down. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Walker with another carry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 114 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
We're back now in KC. Throwing now is Geno. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Play action. It's Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open left side is Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, look.
There he goes, right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Smith. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Smith on first down. It's complete to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. To the right side, this is Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention towards something just to stop the momentum he has. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Watson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. So Geno and the Seahawks down by 2 touchdowns, 2:10 on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Geno now to throw.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. On first down, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And out come the Chiefs now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Finds his receiver, Watson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.